Hi guys. So, Starla, are you gonna come in? Yes? Come on. Come on, Stars. Come on. She's so cute. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I wanted to tell you guys, I started a membership. I started a monthly membership, and I wanted to share this with you guys, talk to you a little bit about it, but I also kind of wanted to make it also a tarot topic. So let me get my card that I wanted to talk about, and we will get right into this. So, sorry, I'm just going through my cards to see if I can find the one that I want to use. Here she is. All right, we're going to be talking about the Queen of Wands. So this is from the original Rider-Waite, in case anyone was wondering. Original Rider-Waite with the blue lily backs. But this is the Queen of Wands. So as we know, there's 4 queens in a tarot deck. There's the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. And the thing about this beautiful Queen of Wands is she is the queen that I feel I have yet to fully embrace the energy of. I feel like when I started out, maybe I should get all of them. Maybe I should pull them all out so we could have a visual. Let me get them while I have my deck here. Thank you guys for being so patient. Oh my gosh, I'm just in such a good mood, which is so nice because last week, you guys, I was really going through mood swings. Okay, so there are 4 queens in the tarot, like I was saying. And I feel like throughout my journey, I have embraced the energies of each of these queens. So at the very beginning, when I first started my tarot journey, my spiritual awakening, I feel like I was really embracing and going into my journey as the Queen of Cups. I was very much involved with teaching myself tarot and wanting to learn and develop my psychic abilities. And I was also going through an emotional release because of the fact that my spiritual journey was born from my therapy, 6 months of therapy, and like really finding myself. So it was really a very watery, emotional, psychic kind of an energy. And so definitely the Queen of Cups, I embraced her for quite a few years. I then also started to really embrace my Queen of Pentacles. So my Queen of Pentacles was when I started to read tarot professionally, and really become more involved with my spirit business. This was like, I feel like my Queen of Pentacles came out when I switched over from a Store Envy or my Etsy account and created my actual physical website for myself. So I really noticed that Queen of Pentacle energy come out when I paid money a year for my own personal domain. So if you type in thecacklingmoon.com or rachelmarieintuitive.com, you'll go straight to my website. So I really feel like when I started to embrace the importance of having my own website, my own, my services and everything there, that was really my Queen of Pentacles moment. My Queen of Swords came out a lot in 2020. I feel like 2020 was really the year that I started to develop my mediumship. I've always had an interest in mediumship. I've always wanted to be a medium. I developed and I really got comfortable with doing psychic readings and energy readings and whatnot. But mediumship was like that one thing that I was like, I really want to be a medium. I really want to do, readings to connect people with their loved ones in spirit. And I really got into it in 2020, and I took so many classes. I took a mentorship with one mentor. I took a second mentorship with another mentor. And then in 2021, I took another mentorship and just took so many classes back and forth. And it was just a beautiful development. So I would have to say 2020 through 2022, even like in present in this time frame, but I would definitely say 2020, 2021 were my 2 years of Queen of Swords. And I say Queen of Swords because she's the queen of communication. She's the sword suit, and she's all about the thoughts and your mind and your speaking, your throat chakra, your voice. And that's like all of the like, when you're doing mediumship, it's all about communication. You're learning the language of spirit. You're learning how to speak. And it's just it was a beautiful thing to see myself step into a Queen of Swords. I also have to say, I feel like my evolving into a medium and doing my mediumship readings has really helped me, how do I say, like, become more confident with myself. It really helped push me into a new version of me, if that makes sense. I really had to face a hell of a lot of fears doing mediumship. So I definitely feel that Queen of Swords is like on point. But I can't say never, but at least from what I can think of in terms of my spiritual journey, I don't think I ever really fully embraced my Queen of Wands. And I do feel that 2022 is the year of Queen of Wands for me. And this is why. So the end of January, I finally faced a fear, and I put myself out there, and I launched my very first membership group. And it goes by the name Spirit Moon Circle. So Spirit Moon Circle is a monthly membership subscription for $44 a month. And you get 5 Zoom calls with me as a group. So it's like spirit circles, 5 of them. With the occasional pop-ups. So I am planning on doing some random like pop-ups of like, hey, last minute, we're going to have a meeting tonight. If you can make it, be there. If not, that's okay too. And then it also includes 4 Spirit Sundays, which are Instagram lives where I cleanse you for the week and read your cards for the week. So it's like a weekly energy reading and a cleanse. The membership also includes tarot trades, oracle deck trades, or like crystals and like things like that. That's something that I really want to start to facilitate as we get a move on. We're going to have book clubs if people are interested in a book club. There's going to be guest speakers. So definitely, like, I was like, I was giving myself this first month to really just kind of feel out having a membership and see if this is something that I want to continue. And then also because I told myself, well, if I get 1 or 2 members, cool. You guys, I signed up 18 people. I have 18 as far as right now, as far as this video, which is the 2nd of February. As far as today, I have 18 members. I am so excited. I didn't think I was going to even get 5. I remember when I launched it, I told my husband it wasn't even an hour of me launching this thing. And I told my husband, I'm so nervous. Like, what if nobody signs up? What if like it just flops? What if it doesn't even, nothing comes of this? Because I was taking a risk. I've never done this before. I have seen other people do memberships. One of my mentors, I was a part of her membership for about 6 months before I decided to leave because I joined another membership at the end of last year. And I'm still in this membership because it's actually something for me to do. It's like more of my own spiritual growth, my own spiritual healing. So I've observed 2 people that I really looked up to doing memberships, and I could see myself doing it. And I was like, this is something that I'd want to do. This is like something that's within my comfort zone, something that I feel I could really put forth. And I had a couple of my followers, one of them was a client, but I did have a couple followers voice to me that they wished I did a membership. So it was something that was like always rolling in the back of my mind. And I had the private Instagram like group. I had the name created. I created it early last year, and it just sat there. But I created it because I wanted to save the name. I wanted to save it for myself because I knew if I do this, I would be so upset if someone took the name Spirit Moon Circle. So I claimed it, and I just had this empty Instagram account sitting there, and I did nothing with it for months and months. And I told myself, I'll launch it. And I never did. I didn't launch it because I was so afraid. I was like, oh, I'm so busy with readings. Like literally, you guys, every month, and it's such a blessing, but every month I would have like 3 readings booked a day of the days that I was working. So I would have like back-to-back readings, and I was so busy, and I was just like, there's just no way that I could do this and a membership and launching something. And so it just wasn't the time, right? I just saw 11/11. And so then this year, January, I noticed there was a slowdown in my schedule. I had some one-on-one sessions booked. I had some video readings and stuff, but for the most part, I noticed that the amount of bookings really slowed down, and I figured, okay, it's January. People are probably burnt out from Christmas holiday shopping. And so I did a couple sales, and, and I sold a lot of candles. So, I still made my usual, like around my bracket of how much I make a month, but it wasn't as much appointments as I was used to. And I realized there's something's coming. Something is brewing here. Mind you, we were also, Mercury retrograde was going on, and Mercury was retrograde, I believe it was the 14th of January through tomorrow. So, which is the 3rd of February. So Mercury was retrograde, and I figured something usually happens with my business around the first retrograde of the year. A couple years ago in 2019, during the retrograde, I launched a tarot class, one of my first like online tarot courses, and it sold out. I remember that was like so exciting. I launched a couple other things during the retrograde. I also had a huge, massive, I think this was 2020, was it 2020 or 2021? I don't remember, but during the retrograde, I also changed my name. Remember when you guys, I don't know if I ever really did an official video about it, but I changed my username from the Cackling Moon to Rachel Marie Intuitive. So when I did that, this was like a fuzzy, I could see it on the screen. It's either an orb or it's like cat hair. Anyways, sorry, I'm all over the place. Gemini rising. I'm like here and all over. Anyways, so during that retrograde, I did the whole name change, and that was a big deal for me. So it doesn't surprise me that this year's, the first retrograde that we're having for the year, I launch my membership. So it just kind of, it's a theme with me. Some people would be like totally afraid to launch something during a retrograde, but for me, I have a lot of positive experiences with it, so it doesn't really scare me. So yeah, that's what's going on, you guys. So my second half of January was pretty much me preparing for this membership. I was recruiting. I had people signing up, on a daily basis. I was preparing the workbook because I do send out a little workbook each month. I was preparing the schedule. Once my husband got his work schedule, I was able to kind of like really settle in on, okay, this day is going to be this meeting and this day is going to be this meeting. So I was like really organizing myself. And I created a calendar for my members for February, and I have it all planned out, right? And then February 1st, which was yesterday, It's a lunar new year, the year of the tiger. And it was also the like aftermath of a new moon in Aquarius. And it's also like the energy of this upcoming retrograde ending, which would be tomorrow. So there's a lot of energy, like powerful energy this week. And I don't know about you guys, but I felt so pumped yesterday. Like I woke up feeling so energized. I felt ready to conquer. It was like I was inspired. I just felt so ready for everything. And yesterday was my very first Zoom call with my members, and we did a candle intention. And I have to show you guys. I have to show you guys the candle intention. So during the candle intention, we wrote them down on a piece of paper, and you know, we put our energy into it. And we used a crystal with that, and I used a little tea light. So I had a tea light as my candle, and as you could see, it was powerful. Good thing I didn't burn down my house. So I had the tea light. I had it sitting over here on my little dresser thing where I keep all my decks. So I had her up there because I did not want the cats to go after this. And it literally like it was such a powerful intention that it melted the plastic little casing that the tea light was in. So it melted, and the herbs, and you know, it just completely obliterated itself. So I can't even peel it off, like it's stuck on there. You can kind of see it melt, it burns through just a little bit. That's why I'm like so blessed that it didn't catch fire. So next time, I know, don't put it on the paper, and make sure I have like some kind of like heat safe tray for this candle to sit on, because you just never know. But anyway, this was the candle intention. Powerful. So I have for the membership like different themes that I want to do for, you know, each of the meetings. But one thing is for sure, the first of every month, or the beginning, like the very first call that we have together, will be a candle intention, because there's just something about thinking about your goals for the month, and like, what do you want to manifest? What do you want to bring in for your month ahead? And there's just something powerful about that. So that was cool. But this membership is really having me stick into, like, really step into the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is, to me, she's a trendsetter. She's all about starting new ideas. She's inspired. She's passionate. The wand suit is fire. Fire is all consuming. It's powerful. It's radiant, right? It's motivated. So when I think of myself as embracing the Queen of Wands, it really aligns with this powerful passion that I have for my membership. It's something new and fresh in my business. It's a challenge for me because it's me hosting it by myself. And it could be intimidating to have a Zoom call of 18 members. And I'm the one, you know, that they're all watching, like it's all eyes on me. It could be a little bit intimidating. It could be scary. So the Queen of Wands energy is definitely something that I have to be a little bit more comfortable with through time, but I'm excited to see what energy she's going to bring into my business. So I'm lovely and happy. Lovely. I'm lovely. I think I meant to say I'm looking forward to, but I'm very happy and excited to see what the Queen of Wands will be doing to my business. There's some sort of transformation I feel that's going to happen. And Spirit knows it. Spirit knows. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have to sneeze, but I don't want to sneeze. Hang on. Hopefully I don't sneeze. It's windy outside. I had to take an allergy pill so that I didn't keep feeling sneezy, like I was sneezing and like, oh my God. Anyways, what was I saying? I lost track of thought. I'm just excited to see what the Queen of Wands does to my business. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. There was something else that I was going to say and I just fucking forgot. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I forgot. Anyways, so this membership, I'm so excited to see, like I said, I'm so excited to see where this membership goes. I can't wait to see how these, how my members interact with one another. Literally last night's meeting, we had a meeting for about an hour, 20 minutes. And a couple of them really opened up and emotions were flowing, like we were crying. It's like therapy. So it's so beautiful to see a group of strangers, really start to trust and open up and share about themselves. And it's a beautiful thing. So I hope to continue to see this. And I can't wait just to see what develops with this whole thing. Oh, that's what I was going to say. With my one-on-one sessions, Spirit has really been giving me this time to acclimate to my new project. And they've been doing that by really almost like they've put a pause, like they froze my one-on-one session bookings. I feel like, people are not drawn to booking sessions with me right now for a reason. And I think it's because Spirit is putting that energy out there that they want me to put 100% of my focus on this membership so that I can continue with it. I feel like Spirit I feel like my guides know that this is what they want me to do. And this is the direction that I'm supposed to be taking my business. I remember last year, I don't know what video it was. I think it might have been my reflections video for the year. But I think I mentioned something about, I feel like my business is changing. And I know I told this to one of my friends. But I feel like my business is changing. I feel like the direction of where I'm going or what kind of a reader do I want to portray myself as? I felt like something was changing with that. So I think this is what it was. I think it was going the direction of having a membership as well as still doing my readings and having, my space for my clients. But my clients also in my membership are going to be like front row center in my life, So why did I decide to do a membership? I decided to do this, one, because I was inspired by my mentors that I've seen doing their own, but two, because I just feel so, how do I say this? I wanted a community of people that I could feel comfortable working with and being with. I really want to attract clients that really want to be involved with my work, that enjoy what I have to offer and they want to be a part of it. And to me, it's like, if you're not interested in the stuff that I do, you're not going to pay for a membership, or you're not going to pay for a service. So I feel like I really want to give more to my people who do want to pay for this stuff, who do put value to the things that I do, who do see it as it helps them, it grows, they develop, they learn, right? So I do want to give more to those people versus just posting and putting content for free on Instagram only to have a scammer come and steal all my stuff, ruin my reputation, scam literally my own followers out of money, and just completely shit all over 10 years of my life's work, right? And so I think another motivation that really just had been underneath me had been really firing me up was this whole scammer situation. And you guys know last year I had almost an emotional breakdown from the scammers. I think it was October. There was 2 weeks where it was every day I had a new scammer that was coming up. There was I remember there was a couple days where it was 3 or 4 scammers at one time creating these profiles of me. And it was just so it really rips you apart, and it just made me feel like it was such an invasion of privacy and such an invasion of my hard work. I have been doing this for 10 years. This has been a journey for me. This is masterpiece that has been created from my healing that I did in 2012, you know? And so to see just like a complete stranger try to rip me off is like, it's so upsetting. And it just makes me not want to put my content out there because I don't want it to be stolen, you know? So I really realized, I felt like a lot of my content, a lot of my work, a lot of me, the energy of me was going to be out there, but I wanted to make it in a more safe, private community. And that's where I felt the subscription membership is perfect. I came really close to doing Patreon. I saw a few people doing Patreon, so I was kind of like doing my homework with it and like really seeing if it would be a fit for me. But to be honest, I felt Patreon was a little bit too confusing. Maybe it's not, maybe it's just me. But the energy that I got from Patreon was like, this is too much. Like, this is way too confusing for me. And I just wanted I really didn't want to do tiers, you know? I really just wanted to have $1 amount, something that was like, it's not expensive. It's not super cheap, but it's not like expensive. It was like a nice little in between. Something that like, you know, people would be, oh, I'm down to pay $44. You know, that's not a big deal. And they get a lot of substance out of it, you know? So it just made sense. So that's why I did not continue with Patreon, but I know Patreon works for a lot of people. So it just didn't feel right for me. And I think it's because I was only meant to do a 1-tier membership. Now it doesn't mean that my free content will not be out there. Like, I'm still putting out free content on my Instagram. Like, every once in a while I will host an Instagram story sale that only people who happen to see my stories will catch. I do those like sparingly. It's just kind of whenever I have the time or the patience. And it's first come, first serve, you know? So if it's meant for you, you're going to see it. I do some free content in the posts. I've really kind of like my posts, I've really slowed down posting on Instagram, and it's mainly because I'm just not inspired to put posts out there to just have it stolen. So I'm really like careful with what I post or how often. And I just think in my mind, okay, if I post this, some shithead is going to come in and steal my stuff. So it just sucks, you know, it just sucks. And then the other free content that you guys can find is obviously here on YouTube. My YouTube channel will always be free for all for everybody. It's kind of nice for me to be able to just turn on the camera and talk and share and do a show and tell or whatever. So my YouTube channel is really like the main like meat of my free content. And every so often, if I can ever get myself into this routine of, you know, making a blog post on my website, then there will be that too. So I do have blog posts on my website. That's all free content. I do want to start to add to it and like post at least once a month, but I just haven't gone around to it. So, but obviously my website, my blog is free content too. But yeah, I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. And I feel like, by doing a membership, like I said, the people who truly value and really want what I have to offer, those are the people that are going to sign up with me. And those are the people I want to work with, you know? Because let's face it, Instagram, when you have a public profile that everybody can look at, you're opening yourself up to scammers. You're opening yourself up to haters that are just looking at your stuff, you know, sending you evil eye energy. But they're not supporting you. They're not liking your posts. They're not sharing. They're not commenting. You know, they don't really care. They just want to look to see what you're doing so that they can, you know, judge. I don't know. But those aren't the people that I'm here for, you know? And I'm definitely not here for the scammers. Like, so the people that I am here for are the ones that want to work with me, or the ones that are inspired when they see a post that I put up. You know, I get a lot of DMs from people who tell me, oh my gosh, I needed to see this, or oh my gosh, I love this, or I just love reading your post, whatever. So, I'm not disappearing from the social media scene, but I definitely am privatizing, is that even a word? My content a little bit more. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, here's how. I have a spirit mentorship. You can do a one-time only spirit mentorship. You could do a 4-week or an 8-week, 2-month mentorship with me one-on-one, where I will help you develop your psychic and or mediumship abilities. So there's one way. Another way you could work with me one-on-one is with my sessions, booking a one-on-one live video call session. So it's like a Zoom meeting or an Instagram video chat. And I read your cards, I read your energy, I read for your spirits and loved ones in spirit, your guides, and all of the above. Or you could book for my more shy people, if you're too shy to do a face-to-face, you could also book a video or email reading with me where I will still pull cards, connect, and deliver your reading in the version of a PDF, typed up PDF email reading or a pre-recorded video reading like this. And the third and new way to work with me one-on-one is to join my Spirit Moon Circle membership. $44 a month. And we will have at least five Zoom meetings, 4 Spirit Sundays of Instagram lives that are only viewable through my private group. There's replays for all of the Zoom calls. And then there's like all these additional goodies that come with it. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to leave all of the information in the description box. Check out my website. All of the information will be there. And yeah, if you have other questions, leave me a comment in the comment box. Or if you want a more private question, you can send me an email. But yes, I'm just excited. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see what happens. And yeah, I'm just excited to share this with you guys. So I'll probably be talking more about my membership as time goes. I literally just started it. I literally just had my first call yesterday. But yeah, that's what's going on in my world. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your support and your love. And I will see you guys in my next video very soon. Bye guys.